it to the end of the week. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Your content should be making you money. Good morning. Your content should be making you money. And if it is not, that's because you're doing something wrong, okay? You should be making money with your content. What I'm manifesting for you is a life where every time you go live, every time you post, every time you post on your story, whatever it is that you're doing on these apps that we spend so much time on, you should be making money, okay? And if you are not, you are doing something wrong, but no worries. I'm going to teach you how to get it done right, okay? Something else I want you to understand. Good morning. You should be making money while you're asleep. You should be making money while you're asleep. And if you are not, that's because you're doing something wrong, okay? I am manifesting a life for you where as soon as you open your eyes, you're already sitting at $500 deposits, okay? Before you even brush your teeth, you're already sitting at 1K. Let's go, let's go. If you are not making money while you're asleep, you are doing something wrong, but no worries, I'm going to teach you how to get it right. Something else I want you to understand is this. Good morning. You only need one good digital product. You only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will literally change your entire life. How do I know? Because it changed mine. There is something that you know about. Thank you. There's something that you have skills in. There's something that you have experience with. Whatever that thing is, it is your first class ticket out your 9 to 5. Do you hear me? For those of you guys who hate your job, this is for you. There is something that you could be monetizing today. Let's go. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys start double tapping the screen, like the live. Let's go crazy with the likes. Let's go, let's go. Now, the reason why a lot of you guys are not monetizing your knowledge, your skills, and your passions is because you live in fear and you live in your head. Good morning. You are overthinking everything. You are so fearful of what people are going to think. You're so fearful of what people are going to say. You're so fearful of all of the things. And that fear is keeping you trapped. That fear is keeping you broke. And that fear is keeping you watching other people live a life that you want to live. On this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running, running, running. You are running away from your goals, your dreams, and your passions because you won't let go of the fear. But starting today, you will let go. Now, what I want to know is this. Good morning. Who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I'm talking to you this morning. Listen, the key word of this live is execution, folks. A lot of you guys are so addicted to talking about what you're going to do, but you never do it. We have got to execute. So if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, well, you're the person who's actually going to start. Let's go, let's go. You're the person who's actually going to lock in and get it done because you know you deserve more for your life. You know you deserve better than what you're doing, and you know there's something out there for you like digital products and online money that's going to get you to your goals. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. And I want to know this. Who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck? If you are fed up with it, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I'm talking to you this morning. Let's go, let's go. If you are fed up with living paycheck to paycheck, put a 1 in the chat. I am talking to you. Believe it or not, a lot of people love living paycheck to paycheck. They love it because that's all they know. Their family is paycheck to paycheck. Their friends are paycheck to paycheck. That's their comfort zone, right? But that's not yours. No, you've done it. You've been there and you want better. You're tired of working hard just to pay bills and never have anything left over. So if that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. And last but not least, what I want to know is this. Who on this live has no idea what the hell a digital product is? If you ain't got a clue, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. If you have no idea what a digital product is, go ahead and drop the word me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. This is a judgment-free zone. We all didn't know something at some point in time. There was a time I didn't know what the hell a digital product was, but guess what? You're going to learn today. I'm going to teach you what a digital product is. I'm going to teach you how to create it, and then I'm going to teach you how to sell it. I am your one-stop shop. For those of you guys who have never seen my face before, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to teach you how to turn your content into cash, how to make money online, and how to finally build financial freedom, all from your cell phone. If I say anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys start double tapping that screen. Let's go, let's go. We only got 83 likes in the house, but we have over 100 people here this morning. Good morning, happy Friday. We made it. The key word of this live is execution. You're going to hear me say that word over and over again because I got to get it stuck in your brain. We can talk about it all day, but if you do not show up and actually do the things that we discuss on this live, nothing for you will change. You'll still be paycheck to paycheck. Also, note takers are money makers, folks. Note takers are money makers. You're human. You are bound to forget something, right? Because life be lifing and stress be stressing. And I promise you by 2 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to forget half of what I said. But if you write the shit down, anything that I do say that you happen to forget, you can refer back to them notes and still get it done. Okay, so if you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. We got to get more likes on this live. Let's go. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and type ready in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Class is about to begin. We got all these people in here. Ain't nobody double tapping the screen. Make it make sense. Also, make sure you guys are sharing this live with your friends, your family, your coworkers. We ain't got to be stingy. We ain't got to gatekeep. There's enough money out here for everybody to eat very, very good. Share this live, like the live. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get to 1K likes. Also, you guys, they do steal my content, okay? Make sure you follow me so you do not lose me. Do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, y'all, because they are coming to get you. So beware. They take my videos, they make fake accounts, and then they message you. Okay, let's get these likes up. Let's go, let's go. And last but not least, before we get started, moving forward, we don't say things like I can't. We don't say things like I'm stupid. We don't say things like I'm dumb. This isn't going to work for me. I'm not worthy. We don't say those negative ass things to ourselves anymore. No, no, no. Moving forward, we speak positivity into ourselves. We pour into ourselves. You need to understand the power of your tongue. The things that you say to yourself are the things that you start to believe. And some of you guys talk to yourself like bullies, and then you wonder why you feel the way you feel. The reason why you feel the way you feel is because you talk to yourself like SHIT. Moving forward, you can and you will. If I can make money online, if thousands of other creators can make money online, why can't you? Okay, let's go. Double tap the screen. Let's go. Class is about to begin. Now, what the hell is a digital product? And how will we make money from it? Let's go. So a digital product is something that you do not have physical possession of. Good morning. So think of a movie on Netflix. Think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession. Thank you, Robbie, right? It's all digital and in the cloud, okay? You are going to create something to sell. There is something that you know about, there's something that you have skills in, and there's something that you have a passion for. And whatever that thing is what you're going to be monetizing. You guys, I started selling digital products 5 years ago, okay? I lost over 100 pounds. Yes, I lost the whole person. And through my weight loss journey, I learned so much. I learned how to eat better and I learned how to exercise. So I took that knowledge that I learned from my weight loss journey and I put it in an ebook. And I started reselling that ebook to people who also wanted to lose weight. And what I love so much about digital products, you guys, is you only got to make it once. You just make it one time, that's it. And you will resell it over and over again for years. I am still to this day reselling digital products that I made 4 and 5 years ago. Let's go. You can even sell e-courses. So maybe you know how to do hair or makeup. Cool. You can record yourself, make these videos and resell them to people, teaching people how to do the thing. Okay. You could even resell workbooks and journals. You guys, I can't make this up. There are people on these apps, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and they're downloading workbooks and journals that they got off of Canva. Manifestation guys, affirmation guys, they're downloading them as is, not changing nothing. And then reselling them to people for $29.99, $49.99. If they can do it, why can't you? You know why you're not doing it? Because you're still stuck in your head and you're overthinking everything, you're procrastinating and making excuses. Now, I'm gonna give you guys 2 free apps. These apps are free, and these apps will change your entire life if and only if you actually use them. You got to use them, folks. If you're ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you are ready for app number 1, good morning. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap that screen. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. I see 102 people on this live. If you are ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. I know it's early, but guess what? We made it to Friday. This is the perfect time to get started. Let's go. Let's go. She said, I'm ready. Yes, Cece, let's go. And for those of you guys just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I am teaching you how to turn your content into cash. We're executing, folks. A lot of you guys are so addicted to scrolling, hoping, praying, wishing, and manifesting. You've been praying for God to help you with your financial problems. You want better for yourself, but you're not even willing to do the work to get it done. God helps those who help themselves. I said what I said. Hate it or love it. God helps those who help themselves, meaning you have to meet God halfway. You can't keep asking for change and you're not willing to change who you are to get the change that you want. Make it make sense. You have to execute. Faith without works is dead. Am I lying? We got to execute. Very good. Note takers are money makers. Let's go. App number 1, write it down. And I am on 2 lives, you guys, so just bear with me while I get everybody straight. App number 1 is Canva. Good morning, Canva. App number 1 is Canva, Canva. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all better get to downloading, get to writing. Let's talk about Canva. So some of y'all already have Canva. Good morning, and that's great. For those of y'all who already have it, glad. But my question for you is, are you using Canva for your business? Are you using Canva for your content? Because if the answer is no, you're going to start today, okay? You will be using Canva for everything, everything. So maybe you're going to finally create the content. You're done talking about the YouTube channel, the Instagram. You're actually going to get started, okay? Did you know you can go on Canva and get your Instagram reel templates? Y'all ever seen those Get Ready With Me reels? And they got the pretty little letters at the top and they're doing the fancy effects? They're getting them off Canva, okay? For your YouTube channel that I tell you guys to start every day, you need YouTube thumbnails to get people to click on the video. Thank you, Complex. You can get those thumbnails off of Canva. Absolutely. Your business logos, everything you need, I promise you can find it on Canva. Maybe you want to sell a digital product too. You want to make money online. You're like, shit, let's go. You want to sell an ebook? Great. Did you know you can get your ebook templates right off Canva? They have hundreds and hundreds of different templates for you, but you got to use it. You have to execute, all right? Now, if you promise me this morning on this beautiful Friday that you are going to start your process today, you are going to start using Canva today, go ahead and type Canva in the chat, Canva. If you promise me this morning that you're going to start using Canva today, go ahead and type Canva in the chat. She said, dang, got Canva, never use it. Guess what? You go start using it today. Put Canva in the chat. I'm going to hold you to a standard. I'm going to hold you accountable. Now, if you still plan on making excuses and you ain't going to start till tomorrow or Monday, don't put Canva in the chat. I'm not talking to you because you're not going to execute nothing. But if you promise me this morning that you're going to get started, you're tired of talking about it and you're ready to execute it, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. And for those of you guys who are still living in fear, Because a lot of y'all are obsessed with fear. You live in fear every day, and you are allowing fear to convince you that you can't do this. You might be saying you're too old, I'm not tech savvy, this isn't gonna work for me, it's too late. Let me explain something to you real quick. We already said that fear stands for fuck everything and run, and fear has you running from your business and your money. What I need you to understand is this. First and foremost, you are very tech savvy. Don't get confused, because you use technology every day. True or false? You're using a computer every day, you use your cell phone every day, and the minute you get in your car, you are using technology every day, especially if you got one of them Teslas, okay? It is not too late for you. I have plenty of students who are over the age of 60 still making money online. What's your excuse? You know how to use your cell phone. You use it every day. You scroll on social media, you knew how to use it well enough to click up on this app and find this live. Your children did not help you do it. You did it by yourself. So you do know how to use technology. You are not too old, and you will make money online too. Stop letting fear hold you back. Fear stands for fuck everything and run. Fuck everything and run. Let's go. Let's go. Money, you better take these notes. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just joining, my name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. The key word of this live is execution. Also, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. If I say anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, double tap, like, share, comment. The more we interact with this live, the more this live gets pushed to more people. And believe it or not, a lot of people hate their job too. It's not just you. A lot of people want to make more money too. So just like this live found you, thank you, Raisa. Let's allow this live to find other people. Okay? Fair enough? Very good. App number 2, good morning. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Note takers are money makers. How can we execute and we don't even know what we're supposed to be doing? Make it make sense. Chat GPT, let's go. App number 2 is Chat GPT. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning. Chat GPT, let's talk, let's talk. Now, ChatGPT is free. Yes, Polly, let's go. Fear, absolutely. We got to let it go. We got to let the fear go. Moving forward, we don't let fear dictate our life. No. Let's talk about ChatGPT. A lot of y'all might be using chat every day. You're like, Jazz, I already got that. I use it every day. Good. For those of y'all who already use ChatGPT, I'm happy to hear it. But my question for you is, are you using ChatGPT as your free business assistant? Are you using ChatGPT to give you ideas and make you more money? She said, I love ChatGPT. Yes! If you're not using ChatGPT for those things, it is time for you to start using it today for those things. ChatGPT will change your whole life. How do I know? Because it changed mine, all right? Maybe you want to post content, but you're not too sure what kind of content to post. Well, guess what? Just ask ChatGPT and it will tell you. Maybe you want to start the YouTube channel. I tell you every day, get your ass on YouTube. I tell you every day. And you want to listen today. But you're not too sure what to say in your YouTube videos. No worries. ChatGPT will write your scripts for you. Maybe you want to sell digital product. You're like, Jazz, I want to make this money online. Let's go. You want to sell an ebook? Great. Did you know ChatGPT will literally write your whole ebook from front to back in under 30 seconds? If I'm lying, I'm flying. But as y'all see, I'm sitting right here in this chair. It has never been easier than today to make money online. When I first started 5 years ago, you guys, I ain't know shit about nobody ChatGPT. When I wrote my weight loss ebook, I had to use my brain. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills and write it myself. That took weeks. Now you can have an ebook in under 30 seconds. Let's go. So I gave you Canva. I gave you ChatGPT. Now we have to put it together and make the digital product. If you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. If you do not have your pen and paper in hand, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm about to give you prompt number 1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. If you are ready, put ready in the chat. The key word of this live is execution. How can we execute? We don't know what we're doing. I promise you, you're going to forget something by 2 o'clock. Let's be real, because life be life and stress be stress and them kids be kidding. Let's go. If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Prompt number 1. You are going to open up your ChatGPT app and you are going to put in there, write this down, here we go. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. No student of mine shall be left behind. If you need it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Again, we got to execute. How are we going to write an ebook and you don't even know what to put in ChatGPT, make it make sense? I see 100 people on this live. I should see at least 75 got that. Some of y'all are driving. Please don't text and drive. Some of y'all are at work. Okay, I don't want you to get in trouble having your phone on the floor. But the rest of y'all sitting at home watching me. If you got that, put got that in the chat. Thank you, Robbie. Let's go. Let's go. Take these notes. I need to make sure y'all got that. If someone writes it, I can pin it on the live. Do not DM me asking me to repeat it, because respectfully, I'm going to ignore your ass because you hard-headed as hell. You hard-headed because you could have asked for it to be repeated on this live and you chose not to take advantage of the opportunity, which is fine. You don't have to. That just shows you don't care. But since you don't care, respectfully, why should I? Hello. If you need it to be repeated, ask. Yes. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Y'all got that? Moving, going once. Thank you, Natural. Going once, going twice. We move forward, not back. Very good. You're going to hit enter. Very good. Now, for those of y'all who are just tuning in, we said a digital product could be anything digital, okay? It could be an ebook, it could be e-course, workbooks, journals, audios, private communities. It just means digital, all right? As soon as you hit enter, it's going to give you 10 different ideas. Now, how do we choose the idea that is best for you? Okay? We got to choose the idea that's best for you. Write this on your paper, please. Anything. This is life advice, just so you know. Anything that you want to be successful with, whatever success means for you, doesn't matter. Maybe success for you means peace. Maybe success for you means freedom. Maybe success for you means a dollar amount. It doesn't matter. But whatever success means for you, in order for you to be successful at anything, it is going to require you to be consistent. In order for you to be successful, you are going to have to be consistent. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some of y'all are struggling with that word consistency. And then you wonder why things don't ever go the way you want, because you lack consistency, period. How was I successfully able to lose 100 pounds? Because I consistently ate less food and I consistently carried my ass to the gym. Maybe you want to save money. Great. But how can you do that successfully? You have to consistently stop spending it. You want to run a successful business? Awesome. But that's going to require you to show up consistently. Now, let's make life easy. Because life is hard, right? You go to a job that you hate, you got all these bills, life be life and the stress. Life is just hard, right? Okay, well, let's make life easy for once. It is so much easier for you to be consistent when you choose something off of that list that you actually like. It is so much easier to be consistent with something when you're having fun. See, my goal for you is to not have you start a business and it feels like you're working, okay? Because you already work all day. Some of y'all are working 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts. Some of y'all are on your feet all day. And you think that I think you're going to come home and feel like you're working some more? Absolutely not. No, you're not going to do it. You're going to give up quick, fast, in a hurry, and you're going to be on to something else. but you're never going to be successful at it. So do yourself a favor and choose something off of that list that you have a passion for, that you have knowledge in and skills in, so it doesn't feel like work. Because when it doesn't feel like work, you're more likely to do it, okay? Write this on your paper. Money flows where energy goes. I'm going to say that again. Money flows where energy goes. So as long as the energy is there, you're having fun, you're being consistent, you're helping people in the way you want to help people, you will make a lot of money in any niche. It is 2025. There is no reason for you to choose something that you don't like because you think that it will make you a lot of money. Because I promise you this, if you're not consistent with it, I don't care what the niche is, you're still not gonna make no money. So why even waste your time? Choose something off that list that you actually like. It is as simple as that. And if it gave you 10 things that you don't like, just ask for 10 more. Keep asking for ideas until it gives you something that you want to use, okay? There are children on YouTube who make millions doing the stupidest things, like just stupid. How are they able to do that? Because money flows where energy goes. They're consistent, they're having fun, they're showing up. And so they make a lot of money, okay? You don't need to chase a niche. No, you don't. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for Chat GPT prompt number 2, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. Make sure you guys are double tapping that screen, like, comment, and share the live. Maybe I am not a new face to you. You have seen me before. I'm on multiple YouTube channels. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. If you follow my weight loss and fitness content, I have a whole brand teaching people how to lose weight and exercise. How am I able to do that consistently? I have built that brand to over 500,000 subscribers and followers. How was I able to do that? Because I consistently work out. I love my healthy lifestyle. I lost over 100 pounds. And because I have fun in the weight room, I have fun eating healthy. It is so easy for me to show up and teach people how to do it because I'm having fun. If you follow my coaching content, my coaching platforms, how am I able to consistently show up teaching people how to become content creators, how to make money online? Because I love talking business. I love business talk. I love talking about how we're going to turn $10 into $100 into $1,000. That's my speed. And because it's what I love to talk about, it is so easy for me to show up teaching other people how to do it too. So please choose something that you love. Okay? Very good. Prompt number 2, write this down. Once you choose a digital product idea you want to run with, okay, once you choose that idea, you will then put in ChatGPT prompt number 2. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, please ask. The key word of this live is execution. We can't keep talking about what we're going to do. We actually got to do it. I can motivate and inspire you all damn day. But at the end of the day, if you do not put one foot in front of the other and get started, none of that even matters. My motivation is of no use to you because you're still not executing. Absolutely. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If somebody types it, I can pin it. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. And moving forward, we don't say things like, I can't, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not worthy. All that negative self-talk that you do just keeps you stuck right where you are. You can and you will. There are people in worse off situations than you getting it done. There are people on these apps with 20 kids who get it done. There are people who don't even know where their next meal is coming from and they get it done. There are people who are living in their car and they get it done. You have no excuse. I said what I said. You have no excuse. There are people on these apps who are 90 years old getting it done. Am I lying? Get out your head. You can and you will. If I can do it, if they can do it, you can do it too. Okay? All right. Yes, write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Y'all got that? Did anyone type it so I can pin it? Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Going once, going twice. We move forward, not back. Okay, very good. You're gonna hit enter. Now, this is why I keep telling you guys, it has never been easier than today to make money online, because ChatGPT literally just wrote the ebook for you. It wrote it. It wrote it. So now all you have to do is copy and paste. You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and you will paste it into your Canva template. Okay, so you're gonna open up Canva. In the search bar, you're gonna type ebooks. It's gonna generate hundreds and hundreds of different templates. Just pick one. They are all 1000% customizable. Okay, you will copy and paste. Now, write this on your paper, please. KISS, K-I-S-S. That is an acronym, KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, silly. Keep it simple, silly. You do not need to overthink, okay? Because some of y'all are master overthinkers. You do not need hundreds of pictures and hundreds of colors on one page. Just make sure it is clean, simple, legible. Narrow in the margins. Sometimes I read my students' ebooks, I review all of them. You guys, sometimes they have the words running off the page. Please bring the margins in. Make it look like an ebook you would want to read, okay? Just make it look like something you would read. Once you are done copying and pasting, you will then download that file as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. You will then upload that file to your hosting site. Write these down. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. These are some hosting sites. Now, there are hundreds more out there, I already know, but these are some of the most popular ones. If you need it to be repeated, please ask. We are executing. And as I wait for y'all to put got that in the chat, because I see 120 people on here, I should see at least 90 got that's TikTok #1. A lot of y'all a little hard-headed. You refuse to put got that in the chat and then be the same one messaging me. Can you repeat it? Because I ain't get it. Because no, I'm not repeating nothing. Because I gave you opportunity on this live to ask for it to be repeated. You hard-headed. Yes, Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Download file to PDF. Absolutely. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. I'm still waiting on more got that's in the chat. Let's go, let's go. And for those of you guys who are struggling with confidence, as I wait for more got that's in the chat, the reason why you struggle with confidence and you have low self-esteem in yourself, and the reason why you think you can't do this is because you never keep the promises that you make to yourself. I promise you, if you start committing to the promises that you make to yourself, like you commit to that man who doesn't even treat you right, you will reach your goals and you will start to believe in yourself. Stop telling yourself what you're going to do, and then when it's time to do it, you don't do it. Over time, that chips away at your confidence to the point where you no longer have any. And then you're sitting here on this live thinking you can't do this. We didn't even say anything that was hard, if I'm being honest with you, but your confidence is so low because you never stick to your promises. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, then you need to do it. And I promise you, the more you keep keeping the promises that you make to yourself, you will start to have confidence in self. Okay? Y'all got that? I hope y'all wrote that down too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Moving once, going twice, move forward, not back. Okay, good. Y'all got that. Now, like I said, there's more hosting sites out there. These are some of the most popular ones. Now, the beauty of having a coach and having a mentor, official, say one more time, official, okay, Stan Store, Etsy. If someone types this, I can pin it. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. All right? Okay. Yes, I need someone to type it. I can't type on the live. I can't type. Thank you. Ain't nobody said nothing about nobody pay him. Very good, Michelle. Very good. Okay. He added extra was in there. Thank you, Luda. Thank you. I ain't say nothing about that one. Very good. Thank you, Luda. Okay, good. So it is pinned. Now, listen. The beauty of having a coach, having a mentor, is they can teach you everything to do and everything not to do, all from experience. I love my mentor. She is a godsend. Listen, I have made a lot of money on these online streets. Okay, I've been doing this 5 years. I have made a beautiful penny. These monetizations, digital products, I've made more money than I could ever count. But I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't make mistakes. Yes, I made a lot of mistakes, lots. I'm open about it. One of the biggest lessons I learned in business is these subscriptions, these fees add up quick, fast, in a hurry, okay? I need you guys to try to keep your business expenses as low as possible, okay? Sometimes things don't sound expensive. You might pay $19.99 for CapCut, $14.99 for Canva Pro. Next thing you know, you're paying $14.99 for Zoom, you're paying $4.99 for Google Drive, then you're paying $29.99 for Apple storage space. The next thing you know, you got about $500 in business expenses. And your business isn't even making $500 yet. That's the problem. That's how we end up in the red. I need you to stay in the green, okay? The reason why I'm bringing this up is these hosting sites can be expensive. Now, I use Stan Store. I love Stan Store. Stan Store is great. But Stan Store is also extremely expensive. It is $99 a month. That is very expensive if your business is not making $99 a month yet. Shopify is $49 a month. Okay? If you are brand new to all of this, you just started today. Maybe you started last week, right? And you're not making money yet. I want you to start on Gumroad. 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 Well, why Gumroad? Because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. So until you make sales, you don't have to spend no money. All right. Now, you're going to make money because you're taking your notes, you're asking questions, and you're going to execute. Okay. You're going to execute, highlight, circle it. And because you're going to show up for your business and you're doing the things, you will make money. Now, when you do start making money, yes, anywhere you got internet, you can do Gumroads. Now, when you do start making money, then bring your ass over to Stan Store. Because Stan Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. People love a good payment plan. And if you have payment plan options on your website, you will get more customers, okay? But for now, just start on Gumroad. Just start on Gumroad, okay? Now, what we just did, we just created the digital product. That's what we did. We took Canva, ChatGPT, we put it together and made the products. Now we got to sell it, okay? We're going to talk about sales because sales is 80% of your business, okay? So we got to get this sales thing right. I'm going to teach you. But before we move into sales, I need to make something very clear to you. That process of copying and pasting and creating that ebook that we just did should not take you longer than 2 hours. I'm going to say it again. That process should not take you longer than 2 hours. I don't want to hear it. I don't care how old you are. You could be 100 years old and you've never even heard of a cell phone before. That should not take you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste. It really shouldn't take you longer than 1, but I'm going to give you some grace and I'm going to give you 2. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we got a serious problem. We got a serious problem. One of the problems that you might be struggling with is your need for perfection. You're a perfectionist, right? Everything about you just must be perfect or it's not right. So you're the person that's going to sit on an idea for 6 months and overthink the whole thing because it must be perfect. Then you're going to start a little bit. You're going to take some stuff out. You're going to overthink that process. Then you're going to look and see what everybody else is doing. Come back to it 6 months later. So now you've wasted a year of your time just to be perfect. And then even before you truly start, you're going to ask 20 people for their opinion, even though they don't even run a business, because their opinion means so much to you, and you're going to think about what they said before you move. And then you're going to waste even more time to the point where you don't even get it done. How do I know? Because I used to be the exact same way. If you are a perfectionist, you're an overthinker, you're OCD, whatever you want to call it, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. She said, damn, Jazzy, you have to call me out like that. Listen, we got to talk. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. This is a judgment-free zone. Ain't no shame. We all done did some things, said some things. It is what it is. But I need to hold your hand very tightly when I talk to you. In case you didn't know, you are not perfect, Miss Ma'am and Sir. You're not perfect. Ain't shit perfect about you. I am not perfect. Ain't nothing perfect about me. What you really are is scary. You are still living in fear. Thank you. And we already said fear on this live stands for fuck everything and run. And you are running, running, running. You're so fearful of what people are going to think. You're so fearful of being judged. You're so fearful of looking stupid. You're so fearful of failure that you'd rather just make all these excuses. And see, the reason why we do this is because we're really self-sabotaging. Perfectionism is a form of self-sabotage. And the reason why we self-sabotage in the first place is because we're trying to protect ourselves from the feeling of disappointment. Yeah, we want to protect our egos, okay? We all have egos, right? And we want to protect it. And so we self-sabotage so we can avoid the feelings of disappointment. Because in your mind, feeling disappointed in yourself is unbearable. So you'd rather just not, so you don't have to feel those feelings. But you already said that you hate your job. You already said that you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You already said that you were overworked and underpaid, okay? Well, every day that you live that life that you're not happy with, you are still disappointing yourself. I assume your goal is to make money. I assume that you want to get to a point where you have financial freedom, right? Where you're not stressing about bills. Maybe some of you even want to quit your job and make this full time. In order for you to do that, it's going to require you to have a business that has sales, okay? In order for you to have financial freedom in your business, you got to make money. But how can you make money and get sales if you don't have anything for people to buy? You can't. So you're going to have to launch the product. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to launch. It's never going to be perfect no matter how hard you try, so stop trying. Stop wasting your time and launch. You're overthinking. Stop it. It's holding you back. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to finish this product is because you're distracted AF. You are so distracted. It's the weekend, and some of y'all already plan on Netflixing and chilling with bae. You spend hours upon hours binge watching movies and Tyler Perry series and TV shows. When you get off work, you are gossiping on the phone with your girlfriends. Y'all not even talking about nothing productive. You're talking about celebrity gossip, who said what, who did what. You're not talking about no business, no plans, no content, no nothing. Late at night when your ass should be asleep so you can get 8 hours of sleep, so you can have energy tomorrow, you'd rather lay in bed and scroll on social media for hours watching funny videos. When you do have extra money, you are spending it on things that don't benefit you. You're at happy hours, Taco Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays. You're distracted as hell. And the reason why we distract ourselves is really because we're trying to escape. See, there's nothing wrong with watching one movie, but you like to watch 5 back to back. There's nothing wrong with spending a few minutes on social media. You're on there for hours. You are distracting yourself because you're trying to escape. It's a form of escapism. You would rather escape a life that you're not happy with instead of lock in and create a life that you no longer feel the need to escape from. So this is what you're going to do today. You're going to turn the TV off. No Housewives. No Love Island. Turn it off. You're going to put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your little girlfriends, you'll call them back. You're going to sit your ass down in your house. No, you're not going to Starbucks because you get distracted at Starbucks. You're going to sit down in your house for 2 hours and you are going to start the product and finish it. We're not starting, stopping, coming back because you never come back. You don't come back to nothing. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. If we are crystal clear on those instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat. Yes, discipline, absolutely. If we are crystal clear, she said, I do get distracted at Starbucks. Listen, I already know. Put clear in the chat. That's why you're going to do it at home. You're going to work on this product at home, okay? Now, I'm glad we got that clear. Let's talk about sales. What I need you guys to understand is sales is 80% of your business. So we must get it right. If you want to make money, you must lock in to the art of sales. And the reason, I'm going to be honest, most people fail at sales. Most people fail at sales, but not for the reasons you think. Some of y'all think people are failing at sales because it's just so hard. No, that's not why people fail at sales. See, the reason why I'm so successful at sales and the reason why my business makes what it makes is because I just do. I execute. I don't overthink anymore. I'm not making excuses. I'm not distracted. I'm not asking people for their opinions. I'm not waiting for permission. I just show up and do it. If I have an idea, I execute. I don't think about it for 5 years first. I just do it. If it doesn't work out, then it just doesn't work out. I am not afraid to look stupid like some of y'all do. I'm not afraid to not be an expert. I just do it. Listen, the reason why most people fail at sales is because their mindset is not intact, okay? The reason why most people fail at sales is because they say silly things. And I used to say this too. This is how I know. People will say things like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be too salesy. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm begging? What if I'm annoying because I talk about my product? Okay. If you have ever said those things, I need you to listen to me. First and foremost, selling is not begging. You are not begging anyone for anything. I need to make sure we are clear on that. Selling is solving. You are solving someone's problem. People are struggling with something. You have a solution to their problem. You should be telling people about your product all damn day, every single day. I don't care. Every day. Every single day. Believe it or not, people are not thinking about you. People don't even have memory span to remember half of what you said, which is why I'm telling y'all to take notes. So they might have saw you talk about your product earlier today. I promise you in 10 minutes, they forgot. They're not thinking about you. So you have to tell them about it every day if you want them to remember and get it in their head. For those of you guys who have been following me, maybe I am not a new face to you. How is it that I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day? I'm not sitting here worried about who unfollows me because I'm annoying. I'm not worried about people thinking that I'm begging them for money. How am I able to do that so confidently? Because I know Glow Up Academy solves people's problems. That's how. People want to learn how to make money online. I teach them. People want to learn how to be confident in themselves. I teach them. People want to be disciplined. People want to be accountable. People want to change their life, become their highest version. I teach them all in Glow Up Academy. And they either want to invest in themselves or they don't. If they unfollow me, fine. They wasn't ready to change their life in the first place. It is what it is. They'll come back when they're ready. And because I have that mindset, I make money. Amazon, we all know who they are. We are all Prime members, or you leeching off of somebody's Prime membership. Do you think Amazon's marketing team is sitting in their office saying, even though it's back to school time, and millions of Americans across the country are sending their kids off to college, maybe we shouldn't make any back to school commercials because the last thing we want to do is be annoying. We don't want people to think we're begging them for their money. And the last thing we want to do is have people unsubscribe from their Prime membership. No, they didn't think that at all. They made their commercials and they put them in your face. I don't even have kids. I saw those damn commercials on cable TV. I saw them on YouTube. I saw them scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, letting me know it's back to school time. Amazon understands they have a solution to your problem. You're lazy. You want convenience. You want to shop from the comfort of your bed. And you want your stuff delivered to you within 24 hours. And because they know that, they do it. So if Amazon can have that energy about their products and services, and I can have that energy about my products and services, well, then it is time for you to have that energy with your products and services. So let's talk about sales. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you are ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. Note takers are money makers. Y'all better be writing this stuff down. We got to execute. You can do this. You let fear hold you back. You're talking yourself out of stuff you ain't even tried yet. You ain't even got started and you're already telling yourself what you can't do. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm all about transparency. I am not the coach that's going to teach you how to make $1 million in 24 hours. I'm not the coach that's going to teach you how to make 10K in 48 hours without putting in any work. You are going to have to show up for your business. I said what I said. A lot of y'all are allergic to hard work when it comes to you and yours. You'll put in hard work at the job to build someone else's business, but when it comes to your business, you're just allergic to hard work. You're like, absolutely not. That's where I draw the line. I don't want to put any efforts. And if that is you, well, then you might as well just leave now because you're going to have to put in effort. You're going to have to. If you're going to listen to me, you're going to have to show up. I don't teach none of my students that they're going to make all this money and they had to do nothing for it. That don't even make sense. That don't even sound right. That sound like a SCAM, true or false. Oh. So you are going to have to show up. And just so we're clear, a lot of y'all are so confused when it comes to the word failure. A lot of y'all think failure means if you launch your first digital product and you don't make $10,000 in 2 minutes, then you failed. For some reason, y'all think that if you create your first YouTube video and you don't get 100,000 views in 30 minutes, then you failed. But that's not true. Failure only exists when you quit, when you throw in the towel, when you say, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. That's when you have officially failed. But as long as every single day you show up and you are committed to just getting a little bit better, just a little bit, I'm not even asking for a lot, just a little bit better than you were yesterday, then you didn't fail at anything. So whoever is feeding that into your head, stop hanging out with them. Those aren't your friends. As long as you keep showing up, then you never fail. I said people fail at sales. Most people do because they give up. They quit. They throw in the towel. That's why they failed. But as long as you never quit, you didn't fail. Okay? Sales tip number 1, write this down. Content is king and distribution is queen. Content is king and distribution is queen. So let me break this down so it makes the most sense. The content is king part. Let's talk about it. My ultimate goal for you is to have you posting every day. That's what we're working towards. Now, before you freak out, I need you to understand, we're not all there yet. This is a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I was not posting every day when I first started either. It's okay. Just know that you are working towards a goal of posting every day. Some of you guys are camera shy, so we got to fix that first, right? And we will. I used to be camera shy too. We're going to get that out your system. Some of you guys are not necessarily camera shy. You'll record the content. Some of y'all will even edit, but then you just let it sit in your drafts because you're so afraid to hit upload, right? That's fine. We're going to fix it. We're going to work through it, okay? So it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. That's fine. Just know that you're working towards every day. Content is king. That's the content is king part. The distribution is queen part. What I want you guys to understand is we need to be building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. We need to be simultaneously building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. That's the distribution is queen. Well, why 3? Because 1 is too close to none. That's why. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what the hell would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out trying to figure out your life, right? If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it, well, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. I teach my students this. We need to stay proactive so that we never have to be reactive. In other words, we need to stay ready so you never have to get ready. Believe it or not, you don't control these platforms. If they want to take your account tomorrow, they can. And there's nothing you can do about it. I make a lot of money on TikTok. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I also make a lot of money on Instagram and YouTube. So respectfully, I didn't really care about this app, okay? Now, which platforms should you grow? Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. Whichever platforms you tend to find yourself on the most, that's the platforms you should be growing, because clearly you like that platform. But I will remind you of this in case you didn't know. YouTube is the most watched platform. A lot of y'all think it's TikTok. No. Mm-mm. YouTube has replaced cable TV. There are more people watching YouTube than any other platform. And I promise you something else. YouTube will be your most profitable platform. YouTube pays you way more per 1,000 views than TikTok ever does. So for those creators who you see who got all those views, they are making pennies to the dollar for their content. YouTube pays real money for the views. Money that you can actually do stuff with. Consistent money. Okay? When I first started, I actually started on YouTube. I did not start on TikTok. I started on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. YouTube is slow growth. Meaning it's going to take you time to build your YouTube. It is. You're not going to be rich off YouTube tomorrow. Absolutely not. But I promise you, if you just keep showing up, being consistent, laying the foundations, planting the seeds, you will be so happy a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now that you did that. Mm-hmm. So don't sleep on YouTube. Do not sleep on YouTube. You say you're in the very good. Thank you so much, Des. Thank you. Thank you. Do not sleep on YouTube. Okay? Do not sleep on YouTube. Now, also too, when it comes to building multiple platforms, it's not hard. It's not hard, you guys. I promise you it's not hard. The same video you post on Instagram, you'll throw it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. The same video. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all damn day. I promise you, you're overthinking the process. It's really not that hard to do, okay? So I want you guys to understand that. It takes extra 5 minutes. Now, some of y'all are already in your head. We ain't even really get to the sales portion for real, because you're already overthinking this. You're saying things to yourself like, this is going to be harder than I thought. Jazz, I was with you. You said copy and paste. Now you're talking about posting every day, start a YouTube channel, but I'm not going to make no money from that till a year from now. Then you're telling me to be on all these platforms. This just sounds really hard. And honestly, I don't even know if I can do this. Thank you so much I hear you. I know this can sound overwhelming. I get it. Okay? And again, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be very transparent. You're right. It's hard. Does that make you feel better? I'm going to agree with you. It is hard. But before you give up on yourself, before you count yourself out from all this money that you can make, the life that you currently live is hard. Working and living paycheck to paycheck is hard. Going to a job that you hate every day is hard. See, a lot of you guys fail to give yourself credit. There were things that you overcame in your life, and at that moment in time, you didn't think you could overcome that. There was something that you went through that you were praying to God to help you out of, and you didn't think you could make it through, but you did. And you're second guessing your abilities to post a 20-second reel. Make it make sense. Listen, I've been doing this for 5 years, okay? Online money changed my whole life. I am a full-time entrepreneur, okay? For the past 5 years, I have owned my 24 hours. I decide what I do, when I do it, and how I do it. I'm not punching into somebody's time clock. I've made more money than I ever thought possible. I now drive my dream car. I'm in my dream apartment living my dream life. All from online money, all from my freaking cell phone and laptop and Wi-Fi. But before all of this, best believe I lived a very different life. That's how I know. I didn't always have this. I used to work a 9-to-5 too. Oh yeah. I had lots of jobs. I worked every fast food restaurant you could think of. I was in every last one of them. For years, Chick-fil-A, Hardee's, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, I've worked them all. And after I graduated college, I got my first 9-to-5 job, first full-time job with benefits. I was so excited. At 23 years old, I was gonna be making $60,000 a year. That was way more than what I was used to with the fast food jobs. Okay? I had bought into the American dream bullshit that they sold me. Go to college, get a 4-year degree, get student loan debt, work in corporate America, work for 40 years, get Social Security at 75, still be broke and die. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. Let me do that too. Everybody else is doing it. Let me do it too. So that's what I did. I went and got my bachelor's degree. Accrued a whole bunch of student loan debt, like everybody else, right? Here I am 6 months post-graduation. I got my first full-time job with benefits, 401k packages, health insurance, all the things. So you know what I had to go do? I had to move out of my mom's house. I'm an adult now. I'm gonna have my own bills. So I went out and got my own apartment. Then I had to upgrade my car, right? Like every other American, you can't have a raggedy, rundown car, even though it gets me from point A to point B. No, that's not good enough. I gotta get me a car note. I gotta feel like a boss, right? So that's what I did. I went out and got me a Dodge Charger, $400 a month. So I'm feeling myself. I got all these bills. I feel like an adult, but I'm broke. Every syllable of the word broke, brokety broke. I also had to start paying back my student loans. So Sally Mae, she's very generous, right? If you know, you know. She's gonna give you 6 months to get your shit together, right? She's not gonna call you. She's not gonna send you no letters. She's gonna let you get on your feet. But best believe, 6 months after graduation, she's sending you letters and making phone calls, letting you know what that monthly payment gonna be, okay? I had 11 student loan accounts lumped under one monthly payment of $450. And that was the income-driven repayment plan. I'm trying to figure out how they feel like I can afford $450 a month, but okay. I couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford it at all. Every month that I didn't pay my student loans, which was every single month, I had 11 missed payments on my credit report. 11. So in the course of 1 year, I racked up 121 missed payments on my credit. My credit was shot. Can you say 520? So my American dream house, that won't gonna happen for me. Not till I got that straight. So here I am broke as hell. I got bad credit. I also hated my job. See, I grew up sheltered. Okay? I didn't know how people were, right? I wasn't prepared for corporate America and how fake it is, okay? I didn't know. I wasn't prepared. See, I thought people at work were my friends. They were doing stuff that we never did at these fast food places. We were doing happy hours. We were doing potlucks for Thanksgiving in the break room. We were doing team bonding, like they did bowling. Like after work, we would still go hang out and do team bonding stuff, right? They were doing secret Santas. They weren't doing no freaking secret Santa at McDonald's. So I'm like, wow, we're doing secret Santas. They're doing birthday buddies. They're doing all these things. So I'm thinking we're really a family. Wow, here I am, 23, naive and green as hell, thinking I had work family. Yes. See, I learned in corporate America that people will smile in your face. They'll act like they like you. They'll act like they care. They'll make you feel like they really, truly care about you and that you can trust them, right? And those will be the same people sending emails trying to get you fired. I was so confused. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Corporate America is brutal. People will stab you in the back. Thank you, lovely, for a promotion. People will kiss ass for no reason. People in corporate America wake up every day just to make your life miserable. Because they ain't got nothing else better to do. Their whole goal in life is to piss you off, just to see your reaction. I wasn't prepared. 6 months into working at that job, I was ready to quit. I put in hundreds, if not thousands, of applications trying to get out. Nobody was calling me back. I had all these bills, and for the first time in my life, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced the feelings of trap, consider yourself blessed. But let me explain to you what that feels like. Trap feels like no matter how hard you work, it just doesn't get better, okay? It's like there's nothing you can do to make your situation better. It's like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. It's like no matter how much you pray to God, it's like he doesn't hear you. That's how it feels. It feels like he's not listening, like your prayers just mean nothing to him. And it's like no matter how hard you just try to go in and do your job and not mess with anybody, they still find reasons to write you up. I had a manager, you guys, I really felt like she had it out for me. And the crazy thing is she was black. So I thought black and black, no, absolutely not. No. It's like she just wanted to see me cry as often as she could. See, I worked with all women, and I was the youngest one there. I was the youngest one in that department. All women. I used to cry every day. That's how depressed I was. I felt so trapped and miserable. That smile and that joy I had for life when I first started disappeared. I started to become very anxious. I started to believe that they were trying to fire me. You ever felt paranoid before at your job? That's how I felt every day. I developed all this anxiety. Anytime someone called my name, I thought they were about to fire me. Imagine living like that for 6 full years, thinking that they're coming to get you, overthinking everything because you're just so afraid that this could be your last day. And then your whole life will go to shits. You'll lose your apartment, your car, your means for life. And to cope with all of that negativity, that depression, that misery, that anxiety, I started drinking. See, first it was just a couple drinks a week, just to kind of calm my nerves, right? But then it turned into every day. Every day I had to drink just to go to sleep. That's how depressed I became. And the reason why I'm telling you my story is because if any of that resonates with you, then respectfully, you are already doing something extremely hard. Like I said, going to a work environment that is toxic is hard. Stressing about how you're going to pay your bills every month is hard. Do you know how many payment arrangements I used to make knowing daggone well I still wasn't going to have the money at the arrangement that I set and they were still going to cut my lights off? That's hard. And see, I only lived like that for 6 years. I quit when I was 29. I quit during COVID. I put on so much weight. I got that job, I was skinny. By the time I left, I was 100 pounds overweight. I was that miserable person that you didn't want to be around. I no longer had excitement for life. I had nothing to look forward to. Every day, I had nothing to look forward to. I was the negative Nancy that you just didn't want to be around. That used to be me. And you're wondering if you're going to be able to post a 30-second reel every day? Look at the hard stuff you do every day today. And you're asking if you can make a 30-second reel. You're asking if it's going to be too hard to create one digital product that you can sell over and over again for years using ChatGPT. Girl, are you serious right now? And some of y'all been living like that for 10 years, 20 years. One of my students in Glow Up Academy, she worked at her toxic ass job for 35 years. 35 years. So no, making money online is not hard. That's the fear that's trying to convince you that it is, to keep you right where you are, stuck and broke and feeling trapped. I told you fear will make you feel things that aren't even real. We have to let go of fear. And before we move on, I want to mention one more thing just to really make sure it hits home. If you work 8 hours or more like how I did, I want you to understand you're at work with people that you can't stand more than you are with your loved ones at home. You understand that, right? See, I literally worked 9 to 5. That was my shift. By the time I got off work, 5 o'clock, everybody else in my city was getting off work. Everybody. So a 20-minute drive was an hour every day because of traffic. By the time you do get home, you are exhausted. You are drained. You're just depleted. You only have about 2 or 3 hours a night to spend with your spouse or your kids, that the people that you truly love, who you know love you back. And you have to put everyone to bed and do it all over again the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend. What are we really looking forward to? Because Friday, you still went to work. Saturday is the only day that you really have to yourself. Sunday, it's not really a day for you because you have to get ready for the work week, right? Which includes laundry, cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, and mentally preparing yourself for the bullshit waiting for you on Monday. That's the life you want to continue to live. I mean, the choice is yours. But let me tell you what, I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but the God I serve, he didn't create me to be miserable every day. Why would my God, who loves me so much, create me to be crying every day? To be drinking myself to sleep just to ease myself from the depression? Like, why would he create me for that? There was a purpose to my life, but I couldn't figure it out because I had all this negative energy around me. all these toxic people, all this fear inside of me. It was keeping me from seeing what my true purpose is. And now that I found it, I finally have peace. Now I don't even drink. I don't need to. I finally have freedom. I no longer have anxiety. So you pick your hard. You pick your hard. But I promise you, the hard that you're already living, that's no way to live. You can be doing better. You can be doing a lot better. Now, let's talk about this content. In your content, you need to be relatable. You need to be authentic. And you need to target people's pain points. So be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. People today have very short attention spans. Short. Which means you have got to get to the point and quick, or they're going to swipe off to a whole nother video. Think about it. When you're on your For You page, you're scrolling through, trying to find something to watch. You only give people about 2 to 3 seconds. And if they don't get to the point, you're gone, right? In order to get people to stop scrolling and start watching, we need to understand that we connect with people through emotions, which means we have to target people's pain points. Let me give you some examples. Throughout this live, you have heard me targeting yours. You have heard me say things like, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of dragging yourself to a job that you hate? Are you tired of feeling overworked and underpaid? As you were scrolling on your For You page or your Explore page looking for something to watch, and you heard me say anything along those lines, I was able to get you to stop scrolling. And you've been tuned in ever since. I don't care what your niche is. None of that matters. There are pain points in that niche. And you must make sure you say those things when you create your content. And for those of you guys who choose to go live, this is how we get people to stop scrolling and start watching. Because if we can get people to start watching, then we can get people to start buying. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. See, the thing is, people get burnt out by these false promises too much. Absolutely. Which is why I ain't telling you nothing but the truth. I tell you when things are hard. I told you, you're going to have to show up and show out. You're going to have to put in some work. The key word of this live is execution. I can motivate you all day. But at the end of the day, if you do not put one foot in front of the other and get started, none of my motivation and inspiration means absolutely nothing, because it's not going to change your life. It's not. You are going to have to put in work. You're going to have to stop talking about what you're going to do and just do it. You can't keep waiting for Mondays and tomorrows, because those days never come for you. The time is now. Take your notes and execute. If I can do it, if thousands of other creators can do it, you can do it too. There are people online who don't even have a roof over their head, still making money online, from their car, from shelters. You have all seen it. I have seen it. There are people with more kids than you, with no help. No help. They ain't got grandmas, grandpas, they ain't got father, no help. And they're getting it done. So honestly, you don't have an excuse. You really don't. Sales tip number 2. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Thank you, Lestine. Thank you. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy it. So, how do we get people to like us? Well, you can't make people like you. That's number 1. You don't have that power. But what you can do is what I told you to do in your content. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. As long as you do those things, I promise you, you will build a community. And that community that you build, those will be the people who buy your digital products, okay? And I don't want you in your head letting fear take over. Well, what if nobody likes me? That's impossible. There are 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. And I used to be afraid of that too. Okay, I'm from Virginia. I've lived in Virginia damn near my whole life. I forgot that there's a whole world outside of the state of Virginia. I forgot there's a whole world outside of the USA. Why, thank you, Jewel. I forgot those things. And so I was so afraid in my head thinking people weren't gonna like me. You guys, when you post your content, it goes international, okay? It goes everywhere. And I'm not telling you that to scare you. I'm telling you that so you understand how silly you sound when you say things like people aren't gonna like you. There are people who are literally waiting to hear what you have to say. Imagine if I was in my head overthinking and I didn't even hit the live button this morning. Then everybody on here wouldn't even hear what I had to say. Get out your head. Get out your head. I have followers, students all over the world. The UK, Barbados, Australia, Jamaica, everywhere. Get out your head and post your content, okay? Now, people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I am never going to tell you to do something that I don't do or that I would not do. I need you to go live. I cannot stress this enough. Going live is by far the best way to build your community. Now, is it your only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect with you and engage, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all are gonna say, that's great and all jazz, I hear you, but I don't wanna go live. And I'm gonna just say, fine. Listen, I am not the coach who's gonna force you to do anything you don't wanna do. If you don't wanna go live, then don't. But let me remind you of something. You also said you didn't wanna go to work. You said you hated there. You said you were underworked or overworked and underpaid. And you still go. You bust your ass at your job every single day to build someone else's business. But it amazes me how you're not willing to bust your ass to build yours. It's crazy. But I promise you this. If you go live consistently and you have structure to your lives, you target people's pain points, you will make more on live than you ever made at that dusty ass job. There are hundreds and thousands of content creators who are making hundreds and thousands all on live. You've seen it, I do it. And I keep telling you, they are no different, I am no different than you. The only thing that makes us different is the fact that we just shut up and do it. We don't keep talking and telling everybody what the game plan is. We just do it. We execute, which is why execution is the key word of this live. Now, some of y'all are like, well, I would, Jazz, I'm just scared. That's totally different. That's totally different. I can work with that. Because, see, it's only because you haven't done it enough. That's the only reason why you're live shy. See, some of y'all think the reason why you're live shy is because you suck. Maybe this just isn't for you. No, it's not. You're just shy because you haven't done it enough. Anything in life that is new to you may cause you to be a little anxious, right? That's just life. That's just a natural human feeling. But the more you just keep showing up and doing it, I promise you, you will get to a point where you don't even think twice about it. I used to be live shy too. You would never be able to tell today, but the only reason why you can't tell is because I've been doing it for a very long time. At some point, you stop getting worked up over things that you always do, right? Well, going live is no different. It's no different. And I want us to get into the mindset, it's okay to suck at something. I say this to my students all the time. It's okay to suck. It's like we feel like when we first do something, we have to be perfect, but that mindset doesn't even make sense. You should want to suck at stuff because then that means it's only going to get better. It's impossible to suck for long. Like, how can you ever in your mind think that you're going to try something for the first time and you're not going to suck? Everything in your life that was new, you sucked at some point. But because you kept showing up, you kept trying, you were willing to learn, it got better and better and better. I used to suck on live too. So you just got to do it. There's nothing more I can really say about it except you just got to do it. You got to just suck it up and just do it. That's it. But I promise you, your bank account will thank you later. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there is a reason why I'm telling you to post every day, and it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post every day is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living somewhere under a rock, but most people work extremely hard for their money. Most people do. A lot of people are on their feet all day long. A lot of people work 12 and 16-hour shifts, double shifts. Some people go to work, get off, and then go to another job. A lot of people have very physically strenuous jobs where they're lifting heavy stuff all day. And a lot of people make minimum wage. So if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, well, that's going to require you to be trustworthy. Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a digital product yet, that's fine. Sit this out, take your notes. But for those of you guys who do have a digital product and you're struggling to make sales, this is for you. First and foremost, we got to remove the ego and the pride. Put that to the side. Some of y'all not going to do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing anyone can teach you that you don't already know. Fine, keep your ego, and I promise you, you'll get nowhere. But for those of you guys who can have ego and pride, you can remove the ego and pride, you can have some humility, you can be teachable. Listen, I need you to go to your profile and ask yourself this. First, we got to be honest. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. You got to be honest here. Is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also need you to ask yourself this. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer is no to one, some, or all of those questions, you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. You should no longer be confused. And the reason why I say yet is because you have the power to fix it. You have the power to fix it. See, anything in your life that's not giving you the results that you want, believe it or not, you have the power to fix it. Anything in your business that is not giving you the results that you want, you have the power to fix it. But a lot of you guys have this mindset, this stuck mindset, making you feel like nothing for you can be fixed. How it is today is how it's going to be tomorrow, next week, next year, until the day you die. And I am here to tell you that's not true. You have the power to fix anything that's not giving you the results that you want. So maybe you want a YouTube channel. Maybe you already made the channel, you've already started posting, but you're not getting views. Then fix it. Just fix it. Maybe you want to go live, but you're struggling with live shyness. Well, then fix it. I already told you how to do that. You just got to do it. Just fix it. Maybe you want to sell a digital product, but you can't get out of your head. Then fix it. Stop being in your head. It's as simple as that. A lot of you guys are overcomplicating everything, failing to realize that you have the power to fix it. And I'm going to be honest. Most of you guys are not lacking information. That's not really your problem. See, a lot of y'all think it's because you don't know what to do, but that's not really the issue. Maybe you didn't know that ChatGPT can write your ebook, but I told you on this live. So you're no longer lacking that information. I even gave you the prompts to get it done. So you're not lacking information there. No, you're not. Maybe you didn't know YouTube was the most watched platform, but I told you this morning, so you know now. So get your ass on YouTube. Maybe you didn't know people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust, but I told you, so make them like you, know you, trust you. Most of you guys are struggling with lack of implementation. You don't execute anything, which is why the key word of this live was execution. You are the person that continuously, habitually talks about what they're going to do, but you never actually do it. You are the person who's always talking about Mondays and tomorrows, but those days never show up. You are the person who has excuse after excuse after excuse, and you never just keep quiet and do it. You come up with all of the reasons as to why it can't get done instead of coming up with the one reason why it can. And I promise you this, if you continue to not execute, you will continue to stay exactly where you are. I cannot motivate you into posting content. You just have to hit upload. I cannot motivate you into sitting down for 2 hours and just finishing the digital product. You have to actually do it. You have to do it. And the problem with most people is they don't want to change their ways. Most people want to stay stuck right where they are. They want to complain, they want to vent, they want to blame everybody else. They're not willing to just look at themselves in the mirror and realize they're the ones that's holding themselves back. It's not your work environment, it's not the economy, it's not your spouse, it's not your circumstances, it's you. Your lack of execution is the reason why you're exactly where you're at. It's you. In order for you to run a successful business, whatever success means for you, it could be freedom. It could be peace. It could be a specific dollar amount. But whatever that word success means for you, in order for you to run a successful business, it's going to require you to be accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You have to be those three things in order to get the stuff done. And you're struggling horribly with being accountable, consistent, and disciplined when it comes to your business. But the crazy thing is, you do that effortlessly, flawlessly, and easily with other parts of your life. When it comes to your job that you absolutely hate, you are accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You go to work even when you don't want to. You go to work even when you're tired. Even when you're sick, you still go. You have already said they overwork you and underpay you. You go in there and bust your ass every day just for them to have the audacity to only give you a 2% annual raise. How can you keep up with inflation like that? You can't, but you still go. Accountable, consistent, disciplined. When it comes to your kids, you're a great parent. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You're a parent even when you're tired. Even when you're sick, you still get up and you feed your kids. You are overworked and underpaid, and you still come home every night. You help them with their homework. You bathe them. You feed them. You listen to all of their petty problems with their friends, their classmates, their little relationships. You got real problems, but you still pour into your kids. You're a great parent. Your kids don't even know how broke you really are, because you always make sure they have everything they need and want. Your kids will never go without. Not on your watch. Not on your watch. Absolutely done. If you got to work a 30-hour shift in 24 hours, you're going to get it done, because you're going to make sure they got a roof over their head and food to eat. But for some reason, when it comes to you, something that will make you happy for once, something that will change your whole family, your business, no accountability, no consistency, no discipline whatsoever. When you don't feel like it, you just don't. If you're just tired, I'll just start Monday, right? It's always Monday. You never finish. You never start. On your weekends off, you distract yourself. You watch Netflix movies for hours. You sit on the phone and gossip for hours. You scroll on social media for hours. When you have extra money, you go spend it on things that don't even benefit you. You go to happy hours and Taco Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays. You're around people that you wouldn't even trade lives with. And that's who you choose to call your friends. And then you wonder why you feel the way you feel. You wonder why you're upset because nothing for you is changing. You're not getting the results that you want. You feel the way you feel. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're drained. You wonder why you feel this way. You feel this way because that's the way you choose to feel. You choose this because you refuse to execute. And that's why I keep telling you, in order for you to get the results you want, you are going to have to change who you are. There's no choice. Because the version of you who you are today is full of excuses. The version who you are today is full of procrastinating, overthinking, second guessing. All of that about you must change if you truly want to make money online. How do I know? Because if you didn't have to change, you would already be making money online. True or false? You would already be making money. But you're not. Because you have to change who you are. And this is the cold, hard truth. Your life and the direction it's going, good or bad, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. Your life and the way it's going, good or bad, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. So for those of you guys who are struggling financially, that's a choice you make every day. Now, some of you are going to fight me and say, it's not my fault, Jazz. The economy just sucks right now. No, it's your fault because the economy has been sucking. Rent prices have been extremely high for years. It didn't happen last night. A 2-bedroom apartment has been over $2,000. That didn't just happen. Food prices have been high. The days have been long gone where you could spend $100 and get at least 2 weeks worth of food. That's been over for years. But every single day, you choose to do nothing about it. You could have launched your digital product 6 months ago. You would already be making sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. It would already be monetized today. You could have already been going on TikTok Live with structure like I told you to 2 months ago. You would already be generating sales today. But you choose not to because you choose to not change who you are. And until you change, nothing for you will change. I promise you that. You want to do 6 figures a year? Yes, you can do it. There are hundreds and hundreds of creators who do 6 figures a year, all from their cell phone. I'm one of them. I am not more special than you. I am not more smarter than you. I'm not doing anything that you can't do. I'm just being real. I have been real with you this whole life. But the only reason I make the money I make is because I execute. I changed who I was. If you want to do 6 figures a year, you can do that, but you're going to have to change who you are. How can you be a 6-figure earner all from your cell phone, but you still make excuses? That doesn't work. If it did, you'd be doing it. How can you clear 10K a month when you still keep talking about what you can't do? Some of y'all sit there and say, I'm stupid, but you think you're going to do 10K a month. Yeah, right. Not with that attitude. Not with that negative ass energy. That's going to have to change. The way you talk to yourself is going to have to change if you want to make that type of money. And the version of me who you see today is a reflection of all of the changes that I had to make. I wasn't coming online and posting every day and being confident with myself. Absolutely not. When I first started, I was very insecure. I had no confidence whatsoever. I was distracted too. I used to make excuse after excuse. One of the biggest distractions I had was alcoholism. Oh, yeah. I told you guys I picked up that bad habit when I had that toxic ass job. You would have thought that once I quit that job, then the problem would go away. No, it actually got worse. See, I quit during COVID. At least when I was working, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours. I had to at least be sober, right? Well, now here I am, it's COVID. I have nothing but time to be drunk. Everything's closed. So it got worse. It just got worse. And I told you the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. See, I didn't want to admit to myself that I had a problem. Who wants to do that? Who really wants to look at themselves in the mirror and say, Jazz, you have a problem? Nobody. So you lie to yourself to avoid having to take that accountability because it doesn't make you feel good. Who wants to label themselves as an alcoholic? So I used to lie to myself to avoid that. And I would say, well, as long as I don't start drinking before 11 a.m., I'm not a drunk. Even though I had to drink every day, I didn't want to face that reality. So in my mind, I'm like, no, drunks have to drink in the morning. So as long as I don't start till after 11, I'm not a drunk. That's the lie I told myself, just to feel better, to protect my little ego. So here I am at home trying to build this business, and it's not working. My sales are not coming in the way I want. My platforms aren't growing the way I want. And I'm not even being consistent because I'm always drunk. I'm distracted, but I don't see that. I'm trying to blame everything. Oh, it's the algorithm. No, it's me. But you get to a point where you get fed up with that. And you have to really start figuring out, why is this not working? So I had to ask myself, Jazz, what are we doing? You ask God for this business, but you're not taking advantage of the opportunity that's presented to you. You ask God to bless you with making X amount of dollars, but you're not doing everything in your power to make sure it happens. I had to get real with myself. I had to change. So I decided to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in 4 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since removing that distraction out of my life, my business began to grow. Now I'm showing up consistently. Now I'm more productive because I'm not distracted. Now I'm making the sales that I always wanted to make. I had been asking God to bless me with 6 figures, and now He's doing it. All because I decided to change who I was. And yes, change is hard, of course, which is why most people don't. Most people don't have online businesses. Most people just work a job that they hate, they're miserable, they're sad. That's most people. Because most people fail to look at themselves and realize they're the problem. But just like they're the problem, they're also the solution. But you have to ask yourself, which hard do you want? You want to keep living the life that you're living, that's making you stressed out, that's keeping you broke, that's having you make all these payment arrangements, that is making you feel anxious and depressed? Or do you want to make the changes that you need to make so you can finally live in your purpose? You can do what excites you. You can do what makes you happy. You can finally be yourself. You can be stress-free. You can sleep peacefully at night knowing that your lights aren't going to cut off and you get paid. You choose. What do you want to do? Time is moving quickly. It feels like just last week we were doing the whole New Year's resolutions. It's the middle of September. Time is going to pass you either way. Thank you, Keisha. So what do you want to do? For those of you guys who want to change, well, then I want to help you. See, I'm going to teach you how to make money online. I'm going to teach you everything I know. Everything that I do, I'm giving to you. You want to build your TikToks, you want to go live, you want to build the YouTube channel, I'm going to teach you. You want to sell the digital products, I'm going to teach you all of it. I'm going to teach you how to email market. I'm going to teach you how to make money in your DMs. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to finally build your business. But not only am I going to teach you how to make money online, I'm going to also teach you how to become the version of yourself that you must become in order to get it done. See, when you join Glow Up Academy, now you have support. Now you have community. Now you have someone cheering you on even when you stop cheering for yourself. When you lock in with me, you're not by yourself. Any questions that you have, any feedback that you need, any motivation that you want, I am only one message away. This is how we transform who you are. This is how we let go of the excuses. This is how we fix your mindset. This is how we pour into you so that you can start feeling better about yourself, so that you can stop second guessing and self-doubting yourself. This is how we change that. A lot of the problems that you have are coming from inside of your head. So if we can fix those things, remove those limiting beliefs, then you'll finally make the money that you've always dreamed of making. You don't have to do this by yourself. But I could only help people who want help. I can't help people who don't. If you are 1000% happy with the way your life is going and the results that you're getting, then respectfully just keep doing it. If you like it, I love it. Who am I to tell you to change? But if you're not happy and you're not getting results that you want, then I want to help you. Inside Glow Up Academy, I teach you how to make money online. I teach you how to build your business. But I also teach you how to change yourself so that you actually get it done. No more starting and stopping. Today we're going to start and we're going to keep going. I'll start with TikTok and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are just a little bit different. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. Good morning. You're going to click on my link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on this top button right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this, one second. Tablet's slow. We'll just use the phone. There's a red button. Aww. Wow.